Although Kevin Feige denies it, the asterisk in the title Thunderbolts can suggest that the title is subject to change before the release of the film or even at the end of the film. President Ross's desire to create his own Avengers team in Captain America: Brave New World could reflect the successful transformation of the Thunderbolts team into Dark Avengers, as with Norman Osborn in the comics. Hi everyone, and welcome to KraziGeek for a new video. Today we are going to talk about the very likely arrival of the Dark Avengers in the MCU, the anti-Avengers team led by Val and President Ross. Prepare your coffee, sit back comfortably. I'm Sam. Don't forget to subscribe, and you're on KraziGeek. How would Thunderbolts be secretly a movie about the Dark Avengers? Thunderbolts, asterisk, brings together a team of anti-heroes and former villains of the MCU. Directed by Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, the team members seem to unite against their will, perhaps in order to redeem themselves from their criminal past. Val's team has little to do with the original Thunderbolts of the comics, led by Baron Zemo, and including other villains who have become heroes such as Songbird and Moonstone. In the comics, the original Thunderbolts gather to gain power and popularity in the shadow of the Avengers, but they quickly become comfortable in their role as superheroes and quickly turn away from the evil objectives of Baron Zemo. After Zemo has sabotaged the team, the Thunderbolts have known several different lineups and iterations, becoming the secret operation team par excellence for various criminal brains. The plot and distribution of the film Thunderbolts does not look like the team of comics, but it could be a strategy of intelligent diversion to hide the real title of the film. And clearly, the asterisk appeared in the title Thunderbolts could be much more important than it seems. Announced for the first time at the San Diego Comic-Con 2022, Thunderbolts received a title with a typography that resembled the title of the original team of comics. Thunderbolts then underwent several changes. In March 2024, we can see some images of Florence Pugh revealed another change, a minimalist title with a mysterious asterisk that Marvel Studios' official account kept in its publications. Shortly after, at the CinemaCon 2024, Marvel Studios' CEO Kevin Feige addressed the asterisk in the title by saying, "Yes, you will notice the asterisk. It is the official title of Thunderbolts, and we will not talk about it anymore until the film comes out." Although Kevin Feige has stated that the asterisk in Thunderbolts is official, it is possible that the current title is just a simple temporary diversion. Remember, Feige had deceived us at Comic-Con 2014 by announcing Captain America's third installment as Captain America: Serpent Society, which had led us in the wrong direction until he revealed the title of the film, Captain America: Civil War. Likewise, the reason why Kevin Feige says he will not discuss the asterisk in Thunderbolts before the release of the film could be because it hides an important spoiler that could only make sense to the public after seeing the film. The change of film of Captain America: Serpent Society is not the only diversion that Marvel Studios has used to protect great revelations. Several Marvel actors denied their appearance in films despite their negotiations in progress or their roles already confirmed and scenes already shot. For example, with Andrew Garfield in Spider-Man: No Way Home, the title Thunderbolts could be replaced just before its release, or it could change during the final credits. In the same way, remember that the transformation of Falcon into Captain America and the Winter Soldier at the end of the last episode of the Disney Plus series. What if Captain America: Brave New World put in place a new Avengers team sponsored by the government? The intrigue of Brave New World seems to be linked to the premise of Thunderbolts. Marvel Studios has also published new images of Captain America: Brave New World during the CinemaCon 2024. In these images, President Ross, played by Harrison Ford, informs Captain America of his intention to recreate the Avengers initiative of Nick Fury, probably motivated by less honorable reasons than the former director of the SHIELD. The fact that Ross wants to build his own version of the Avengers while Val assembles his team could simply be a coincidence. However, it is also possible that Val tests a first version of Ross's Avengers team before presenting him with a definitive composition. In Wakanda Forever, Val expresses his interest in gaining power and influence with the help of a resource changing the world like Wakanda's vibranium. The vibranium can no longer be a viable option now that Wakanda shares its resources with the rest of the world. The next best option for Val could be in the super soldier serum or the metal that will be extracted from Tiamut, certainly the adamantium. However, Val could not limit herself to recruiting all the super soldiers of the MCU that she can find. She could also find a source of power and massive leverage by renting her team to people like President Ross. What if I told you that the Thunderbolts are actually the Dark Avengers? If President Ross and Val are on the same wavelength regarding the potential of a new Avengers team, it is logical that they work work together to find the replacements of the Avengers before someone else graces them with politeness. Since the Avengers' refusal to follow the orders of private governments and organizations has been clear since the beginning of their creation, Ross and Val could focus on recruiting anti-heroes and former villains who wish to erase their past. This therefore limits the number and variety of their candidates, but it allows Ross and Val to manipulate their team as they see fit. In the comics, Norman Osborn takes power after having benefited from an international conflict. The Avengers are no longer active, and with enough political influence in their hands, Osborn hires the Thunderbolts as his own special operations team. Osborn understands that the goodwill of the Avengers could mask the intentions of villains from a similar team. He then modifies the composition of the Thunderbolts team to make them as close as possible to the Avengers. Since Osborn seems absent on Earth 616 of the MCU, President Ross and Val could fill this role. The asterisk in the title Thunderbolts could therefore refer to the transformation of the Thunderbolts into Dark Avengers. The team could start as a special operations team hired by Val to help him accumulate power and resources, but quickly transform into a complete Dark Avengers team when President Ross buys it or steals it from Val. If this is the case, this event is unlikely during the main plot of the film, but it could happen just before the ending credits or during the post-credits scene of the film, concluding the film with a final twist that answers the question of the asterisk by preparing a new film, still unannounced, for Phase 6 or Phase 7, a Dark Avengers film. It's up to you to give me your opinion now. What do you think of this theory? Let me know in the comments section. I love reading them and debating them with you, and as usual, thank you for watching this video. Also, to not miss my next videos, subscribe and activate the notifications. See you next time on KraziGeek.